Okay, this is review number 1 for 2.6 to 3.2. So let's go ahead and get started on review number 1. Here we go. Nina can mow the lawn in 5 hours. If Brooke helps, it takes 2 hours. How long does it take Brooke alone? Well, you know we have a format. 1 over alone plus 1 over alone equals 1 over together. So we know that Nina's time alone is 5 hours, so 1 over 5. We know that if Brooke helps, that means together, it's 1/2. And we want to know how long it takes Brooke alone. So this is Nina, this is Brooke, and this is them together. So now we need to clear those fractions. So to make all the denominators go away, we're going to have to multiply by a 5, an x, and a 2. So a 5, an x, and a 2. You can list them individually, or you can just write 10x. 10x over 5 gives me 2x. 10x over x gives me 10. And 10x over 2 gives me 5x. So subtracting 2x, 10 equals 3x. And then dividing by 3, it looks like x equals 10/3 hours. So it takes Brooke alone 10/3 hours. Okay, next, write the equation of the exponential function. There you go, there's your exponential function, containing 0, 4, and 332. We know always that the number paired with the 0, the initial value is a. So we have 4b to the x. Now I'm going to plug in my y value and my x value, and now I'm going to solve this. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to divide by 4. 8 equals b cubed. And now I'm going to cube root both sides. Don't need a calculator. B equals the cube root of 8, which is 2. So my equation, don't forget, B is not the answer. You did a lot of work to get it, but it's not the answer. The answer is the equation. Y equals 4 times 2 to the x. That is the answer to that one. Okay, now we're going to simplify a fractional expression. So 27/8 to the 2/3 power. All right, so remember, a fractional exponent is a radical. Underneath goes the 27/8, and this is the cube root squared. Denominator tells you root, numerator tells you power. So the cube root of 27 is 3, and the cube root of 8 is 2. But don't forget, I still need to square it because of that right there. I cube root and then I square. So I get 9 over 4. The next one, number 4, says solve. So the first thing we want to do is multiply everything by x. Now, that is going to cancel this out. So you have x squared minus 3x equals 28. Now we'll get a 0. It's a quadratic equation. We'll get a 0. So we have x squared minus 3x minus 28. And then we're going to factor. So we think about what we can multiply together to get 28 that might add up to 3, negative 3. So x minus 7, x plus 4. Because when I FOIL this out, I get a positive 4x and a negative 7x. That adds up to negative 3, and then negative 28 on the end. Now, it's a solve, so I got to write down my answers. My answers are 7 or negative 4. So the answer to question 4, 7 or negative 4. And finally, number 5, the last one on this paper, says we've got an exponential. Already written, you're not writing it, it's already written. And we want to know the initial value and the rate of growth or decay. Well, this is actually a really easy problem because you can look at it and answer both questions. There's no work involved. You can look at it. The initial value is 32. A, remember this is A times B to the X, your A, this number is always the initial value. And then this is bigger than 1, so that means it's a growth problem. And it's 0.057 bigger than 1. This is 1 plus 0.057. So this represents a 5.7% growth. Remember, if the B value of this number right here, the one attached to the X, if it is more than 1, it's a growth problem. And the amount that it's more than 1 by is the rate of growth. So this is a 5.7% rate of growth. And that's it for number 1.